The war in Ukraine is a tragedy of immense proportions. It is a conflict that has shaken the foundations of international security and left an indelible mark on the global landscape. We are witnessing a humanitarian crisis, an economic disaster, and a geopolitical earthquake. Understanding the complexities of this war is not just about following headlines. It is about grasping the profound implications for our interconnected world. The conflict has exposed the fragility of peace and the urgent need for international cooperation. The images coming out of Ukraine are heart-wrenching. Cities lie in ruins, families are torn apart, and millions have been forced to flee their homes. The economic consequences are far-reaching. Supply chains are disrupted, energy markets are in turmoil, and the global economy faces an uncertain future. Beyond the immediate impact, the war has raised profound questions about the post-Cold War order. It has challenged assumptions about international law, the balance of power, and the very nature of conflict in the 21st century. The world watches with bated breath as this conflict unfolds. The stakes could not be higher. The outcome of this war will have profound implications for generations to come. It is our collective responsibility to understand the complexities, to seek peaceful resolutions, and to work towards a more just and stable world. The future of global security may very well depend on it. The human toll of the Ukraine war is staggering. Thousands of innocent civilians have been killed and countless others have been injured. Families have been torn apart, homes have been destroyed, and communities have been shattered. The conflict has created a humanitarian crisis of immense proportions. Millions of Ukrainians have been internally displaced, seeking refuge in safer parts of the country. They are living in overcrowded shelters, struggling to access basic necessities like food, water, and medical care. The psychological scars of war run deep. Children have witnessed horrors no one should ever have to see. Parents live in constant fear for the safety of their loved ones. The trauma of this conflict will have a lasting impact on the Ukrainian people, affecting their mental and emotional well-being for years to come. The international community has responded with humanitarian aid, but the needs are overwhelming. The scale of the displacement crisis is unprecedented in recent European history, putting immense pressure on neighboring countries like Poland, Romania, and Moldova. Beyond the immediate impact, the war has exacerbated existing vulnerabilities. Healthcare systems are strained, education has been disrupted, and the social fabric of Ukrainian society has been deeply fractured. The long-term consequences of this humanitarian catastrophe are still unfolding, but one thing is clear. The road to recovery will be long and arduous. It is imperative that the international community continues to provide humanitarian assistance and support the Ukrainian people in their time of need. Despite facing a numerically superior and heavily armed adversary, Ukraine has mounted a fierce and determined defense. The Ukrainian military, bolstered by civilian volunteers and territorial defense forces, has inflicted significant casualties on the invading Russian forces. They have displayed remarkable courage, resilience, and tactical ingenuity in the face of overwhelming odds. However, the conflict has taken a heavy toll on Ukraine's military capabilities. They face constant bombardment from Russian artillery, airstrikes, and missile attacks. Their equipment, while bolstered by Western aid, is often outmatched by Russia's more advanced weaponry. The psychological impact on Ukrainian soldiers is immense. They are fighting for the survival of their nation, their families, and their way of life. The constant threat of death or injury, the fatigue of prolonged combat, and the separation from loved ones take a heavy psychological toll. Despite these challenges, the Ukrainian people remain resolute in their determination to defend their homeland. They are fighting for their right to self-determination, their freedom, and their future. Their spirit of resistance has inspired the world. The international community has provided significant military aid to Ukraine, including weapons, ammunition, and intelligence sharing. This support has been crucial in enabling Ukraine to resist the Russian invasion. However, Ukraine continues to call for more advanced weaponry, such as fighter jets and long-range missile systems, arguing that they are essential to leveling the playing field and defending against Russian aggression. The outcome of this conflict will have significant implications for the future of warfare, demonstrating the effectiveness of asymmetric tactics, the importance of national resilience, and the potential for international support to bolster a nation's defenses.